couple of things to clear up. Brother Mehmed in the I don't know if you were in the class. I'm pretty sure he asked, can I say لِأَنَّ أُرِيدُ or do I have to say لِأَنَّنِي أُرِيدُ? I don't know if you remember that.
The penguin
Yes, you did ask that, yeah,
boy.
yeah. I'm familiar
So
with nani. I've known to say that, like, I've read that all the time.
yes. So it's basically around here, right? We said لقد بدأت أن أدرس اللغة العربية الفصحى, and then
Mhm.
we said لأنني أريد مثلا, right?
Y yeah,
Um, and he asked, can you just say لأن أريد? So I asked Ustad Mahi, and he was like, you can't say it like that. You have to say لأنني أريد.
I
So
see,
the way we said it was correct. لأنني أريد أن أفعل شيئا, whatever. Or you can just skip that completely and just say لكي.
right.
In regards to what Brother Yunus asked, I think he looked it up and he said, can we say لفهم القرآن الكريم?
Yeah, it
Right?
pulls up ChatGPT pulls up the masdar a lot, so I don't know if it's
Yeah, I'm
correct.
not too experienced with using the masdar. I prefer, as I told you, like the present tense verbs because I feel like
Right,
I can do that a lot more. Like I can do a lot more with the present tense verbs. But the way you'd
yeah,
use, so there's a couple ways. لأنني أريد مثلا لأنني أريد فهم القرآن الكريم. Okay, so you can say basically لقد بدأت أن أدرس اللغة العربية
uh-huh,
لأنني أردت or أريد
mhm,
فهم القرآن. So basically understanding of the Quran. Is that what that would mean,
right,
right?
right,
Or you can say لقد بدأت أن أدرس اللغة العربية مثلا, and then from there you can just say لفهم القرآن الكريم. Does that
mm,
make sense? So you can go
yeah,
from this right here to لفهم القرآن, like to understand the Quran.
gotcha, okay,
Okay,
I
so
get it.
that would be a way of basically skipping out like any of this stuff and
Yeah,
just going بدأت أن أدرس هذه اللغة لفهم القرآن. Yeah.
yeah,
And then the last one is like بدأت أن أدرس هذه اللغة, and you could say
mhm,
لكي مثلا
mhm,
أفهم القرآن.
mm,
So then this, because as you said, like this is a noun, right? So this is a
yes,
noun and this is a noun. So this is
yep,
mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, and this is
mhm,
like half jar, ism
yeah,
majroor, or this is mudaf ilayhi, and then this is the way of saying it with a verb, which makes this
yeah,
the object, right?
right.
So yes, that was the feedback I had on that. And then everything in this document has been corrected in terms of like spelling and stuff. I think there were a few spelling mistakes here and there in this document. So
Also,
yeah,
did you happen to ask, Brother Mahir about, fusha, the word fusha?
yeah.
Like, can we say what was the other word?
So
Fasiha?
he said this is correct. So I asked him about that as well. I wish we had recorded the audio; would have been a lot more beneficial. But he said, yeah, this is a feminine word, so it works as a nat like perfectly. And this is meaning like when we say the Fusha, we mean like the Arabic of the Quran and the Sahaba and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to
Yes.
speak and what have you.
Yeah.
Whereas al-Fasiha or al-Lughat أن أدرس اللغة العربية الفصيحة, that means like the eloquent Arabic language, the like clean and pure Arabic language, but it means it like that's the translation. It doesn't necessarily have the translation of
Yeah.
the Fusha, which is like the old classical style Arabic. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Gotcha. Okay.
So Fusha is more like what we actually want to study, but al
Yeah.
Fasiha with a ta marbuta at the end, that is like
Uh-huh.
the clean and like eloquent language is basically what it means.
Mm. Okay. فهمت.
Yeah. Did you have any other questions on that? Oh, yes.
Um,
I did have one more thing. He didn't
mhm.
prefer to say كم لغة تتحدث بها. He said like it's not like technically wrong to say,
Yeah.
but he said he didn't prefer that. So that's one more
Okay.
thing.
Because to be honest, I think all of us were getting confused with the biha.
Yeah, like that's
Um,
the way I would say it, and it's not like
yeah,
wrong,
yeah,
but as in like yeah, it's not like a bad way. Like it's not like it's not understood correctly, but he was just like, okay, yeah, you can just say this. So
yeah,
I think the default is to try and say things as simply as you possibly can. So if there's no need in a sentence to like add extra stuff
Yeah,
for no reason,
yeah.
then you don't need to do that.
How about
Um,
the rest? تعلم, تعرف, تعلمت, that's all good?
he said
You
this
can
was
see
good,
that?
yeah.
Okay.
تعرف. He said that this is not like
Common.
nobody would say this, basically.
Okay, okay.
Probably just remove this one. To be honest, like it's not needed,
Right,
like just use tarif. And then this is just
okay.
how many languages have you learned? I don't know
Yeah.
if you in a general conversation you wouldn't open with that, right?
No.
As
Yeah, I
in
would first ask, what do they speak?
you
Like,
would
what
ask,
language do you
yeah.
know?
And if the person said like 7 languages, and you'd be like, wow, how many languages have you learned in your life? You know, like maybe that would be
Yeah,
a follow-up question. So I'll probably delete
yeah,
that
yeah.
for simplicity. And then one more thing that we corrected, because I was thinking when I wrote it out, I had this conflict in my mind as to is this a new sentence? Because the way I wrote it was like full stop and
Mhm,
then with a dhamma, as in like we're starting a new sentence.
mhm.
Um, but he was saying that it would be really like it should be like this, and then this is the badal. You know about the badal?
Yeah, it replaces the other sentence.
Well,
ثلاثي
it,
لو
it it could it could do. So, for example, you could say it's basic. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically, it's in such a way that it can completely replace this right here.
Yeah,
So, as in, like, you could just say "أتحدث باللغة الإنجليزية,"
yeah, yeah,
and that would
yeah,
still be a fully complete sentence,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Mhm.
Um, so that's what the badal is. So in that case, it's going to be affected by the ba.
Yeah.
So all these are then saying, اللغة الإنجليزية
Mhm,
بطلاقة. So that's
mhm.
obviously majroor because it's half jar, right? And
Right.
then this would also be badal in terms of taking a kasra and Arabiya as well, right?
Yeah.
And now this is when you would say biha. If you
أتحدث
constructed if you constructed this sentence like this,
عربيتي هي الأخيرة أتحدث بها. Yeah, that makes sense. So
that's when it would be better to use that because if you just said أنا أتحدث بمستوى مبتدئ, then you've mentioned like 3 languages.
yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah. So that's a way that obviously this sentence could be changed into any way you want to order it. And
Right.
this is not necessary in the sentence. Um you could have just said you don't have to, for example, you could just say اللغة الإنجليزية
Mhm,
والأردية والعربية. Like that you could just say that if that's all you wanted to say. So I just tried to
mm.
add this other stuff, not as a script, but just like ideas of other things, other
I
ways you
have a
could word it.
question I
Go
have a
on.
question for the word mustawa. So
Mm.
originally it's like mustawan, right? Mustawan? Like,
Mustawan? As far as I know, it just ends with the alif.
oh, it's just
Like it's the
mustawa? Okay.
ism maksur.
But it would still be majroor, right? Because of the ba, but then you still pronounce it as mustawa. It doesn't change,
Yeah,
but
that
it's
would be
gonna
the same rule as so basically any word that ends with the alif, I can double check to be like, but it basically intuitively I'm putting it in the same case as the ism maksur. As
yeah,
in like any word that ends with that alif would be like that.
yeah, okay.
After speaking with Ustad Mahir,
Mhm.
he said that this is the best thing to say. Like, this is informatics. معلوماتية. مثلا أنا
معلوم
أدرس المعلوماتية. Yeah. This
okay.
is so not it's مضاف ومضاف إليه. So
Mhm,
it's yeah, تكنولوجيا المعلومات. That's IT. If that's because I wasn't sure, I've never heard of informatics before. So I'm not sure if that is the right word. But if that is the right word, then this is how Brother Mehmed would say it. If he just wants to say IT in general, like information technology, then that's how you'd say it. So
okay.
yeah, تكنولوجيا المعلومات. And if you wanted to say أنا, then you'd say مختص بالمعلوماتية, like this.
Okay.
and then this is
Okay.
procurement. So I'll post this in the video before. This will be before
Okay.
8 o'clock. I'll post this and then write it out. So this is how you
Okay.
say procurement. Like أنا أدرس
Uh-huh.
إدارة المشتريات.